We got him. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Cash, and of course, come on, we have to talk about this. So we've already kind of discussed it when the rough translations, we was going through K Gaming. I heard that Tenha also did his translations. So this is official from the actual, this is the message from the CEO of Smilegate Megaport. We're gonna read this, of course. Hello, this is the Epic 7 team. First of all, please let us apologize again for the delay in the translation. We have summarized the key points in the post, which was uploaded on the Korean Stove forum below. Please know that we will do our best to prevent this from occurring again in the future. For the convenience, please see below for a summarized version of the Korean post that was uploaded earlier. So pretty much, hero summon system improvements. Improvements have been made so that Moonlight summons will be placed in regular summoning pool. Improvements will be made to the summoning system so that a ceiling will be implemented. So these two factors that we have here means that now Moonlight characters are not going to be this yeah, you hear that voice? Yeah, they're not going to be anything crazy anymore. So they're going to be standard inside these things. That means when possibly even when characters come out, like kind of how back in the day when I first saw Cameron, I was like, wait, he's a fire thief? Why is he a fire thief? I thought he would be a dark thief or a dark warrior or something like that. I didn't expect him to be a fire character. As I am joking about the monthly pack, and I'll go into that a little bit later, it is a little bit weird for most people. They're going to be seeing this, and I think that it is similar to the game that I also cover, which is Night Chronicles. Night Chronicles, it doesn't matter the element. The element is literally based on how the character naturally is. That's just what it is. If that character's light, that character's light. If that character's dark, that character's dark. And they have their own little benefits. I kind of like this game also where was the Elemental Guardians. I think the one by Ubisoft, I think, where they didn't have light and I think they did have light and dark, but they also added like wind. They added like another one, so each one was in the circle. Everything had a counter to it. Like pretty much they added another one, and so there was a full circle. It wasn't like fire, water, earth, or wind or whatever. Those were the circle, and then like light and dark had their own little circle. So whatever. So now these characters are going to be in there. So what that's going to mean, the next thing is that these characters are going to be probably toned down to the same level of what a standard Nat 5 is. So I'm gonna have to use Lilibet as an example here. I think that a lot of characters are gonna be toned down, maybe even to her level. And there are some really good, obviously really good Nat 5s that are pretty exceptional if we're thinking about limited ones. So, like if you think about Dizzy, if you think about Luna, if you think about Deanne, like they're really good characters. And I think that is pretty much like maybe what you're gonna see. But I feel like a lot of the Moonlight heroes are probably gonna be toned down to what Lilibet is. And Lilibet is a specialist. She's meant to do a specific job, and that's what she's gonna do. So let's take one of the characters that people are very concerned about when it comes down to the Moonlight corruption or whatever people want to call it, right? So you have this character. She is one of the main revivers in the game. Her S3 is a revive. She has a little shield here that heals, and then she has another heal. She's mainly a reviver, right? So you're gonna see her probably lose maybe the invincibility on when she revives them back. She probably, her revive is still gonna be there, but it's probably not gonna be as crazy. Like I said, the invincibility might go, maybe that's all she's really good for. To be honest, I know people complain about her, but maybe it's because of her stats. They plan to nerf these characters so bad. If you look at here, right, first Moonlight heroes will be balanced. So it's kind of weird wording. That's like terrible wording actually on their end. I know they're not PR, specially trained, but you don't want to say that they will be balanced. That would mean that you purposely know that they're not balanced. I know people feel like they're not, but a company should just say Moonlight heroes will be adjusted. I guess that would be the better way of saying it. PR, whatever. Heroes that have been balanced will have their materials returned to the players and a Moonlight hero selector. So this is the big issue in my opinion, where you see these people that are saying, oh my god, these Moonlight heroes are so too strong, they're too strong. So pretty much any of the ones that people had that were so strong, like Ruel of Light, like MLCC, like Crimson Armin, what are they gonna do? They're gonna refund the characters. And we're talking about the people that are annoyed and the people that are too strong, right? They're just gonna take these characters and then they're gonna reallocate them to another one. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna wait and look at the meta, see who got changed, see who's the better of the best, and they're just gonna make the best ML unit, because that's what they're getting. They're getting a Moonlight hero selector. They're not getting a random selector, like, so they're not gonna get the best unit possibly in the game at the moment, but they're gonna get the best Moonlight hero available to them. And that's just what's gonna happen. So whatever meta comes up after they make these changes, you're just gonna see those characters. So you might see Fighter Maya, you might see more Shadow Rose, Arbiter Vildry gets nerfed, now you see Specimen Says. Like, it doesn't really, like, that doesn't change anything. And I feel like they are just throwing this out there because they know that people are gonna kind of like it, because like, oh man, they're nerfing Moonlight heroes, now I have a chance to get the Moonlight. One of the issues is that it's going to dilute the pool. Now all these characters here, the Nat 5s that are here normally, and the Nat 4s that are here, and the Nat 3s all the way down here, now you're just gonna put all these characters that have never been in this pool. I mean, yes, like I said, some of the Moonlight characters are really strong. People are still gonna be hyped because they're still good characters. The main difference with me is that I don't necessarily care too much about, you know, a character being that rare. I kind of care about just good characters. Yeah, obviously, if you guys know me, I'm not gonna say I'm Mr. Knights Chronicles, but I still rep the game pretty hard. I like just good characters. I don't really care what color they're attached to. I don't, you know, I'll never care about that. You know, when you have this game, Knights Chronicles made a specific way to accustom to that. They have the limited banners, every banner, except right now the collab banner. They have that. They already have that. That is in their system and it works for Knights Chronicles. Will that work for this game though? Will it work when they pretty much take a lot of these? Look at how many Nat 5s are in this game that you can summon for. Will they now have the Moonlight characters as on the banner? So now is Moonlight R gonna be a banner character? Because, you know, before that was kind of the limitation, right? Like, if you wanted to get the new Moonlight hero, you had to go to Mystic Summon if you wanted them. That's what you have to go. If I wanted Fallen CC, my best chance right now is to go to here, buy the Mystic packs, or be a god in Guild War, get these Mystic medals, and then roll the dice, pretty much. That's pretty much what I would have to do. But now, maybe a new character will be a Moonlight character, and we'll just wait for it on the banner, and then everyone will have the banner because it's a limited banner now. Well, pity summon banner, whatever way you guys want to say it. So it's a really big question. How is that going to work in this game? Because in Knights Chronicles, it's very unit dependent. The PvP is based on counters. Like, like Charlotte would be a huge counter to another team comp. Like a whole team comp would be countered by 1 or 2 characters. So like the revive meta in Knights Chronicles is countered by like 2 characters that have anti-revive, you know, and they're really strong and they have nukes and stuff like that. But right now, the meta that was C Armin, they'll just have a character that has ignore defense. I don't think this game has too many ignore defense. What is it? Watcher Shuri and damn, I can't even think of. There's definitely another one. I just can't think of it. I can't think of who the heck the other character is. They also mentioned another really important thing, is that they said that Moonlight summons will be placed in the regular summon pool. So of course we have to think about what's gonna happen to the Moonlight summons here. Are these just gonna be allocated to like bookmarks? Because if you think about it, 5 of these is like a whole bunch of these. You know, what about these? Are they gonna just keep them there? I think they should be more, I hope that they explain it a little bit better. If it comes down to, you might want to just take all of these and make the Moonlight summon medals and just have them sit there, you know, because obviously the odds of you getting a Nat 5 out of this is very low in comparison. But if they translate all of what these are into bookmarks or skystones, that would be really good. It's gonna give that as a heads up. Obviously not official, it's just the way that my mind is thinking, how they're gonna have to correct that. Because what's the point of having a Moonlight summon if the Covenant summon and then the banner summons are just gonna have Moonlight characters in it? So there's no purpose of doing this, unless they wanna still say, hey, if you wanna not get any of the other ones but get the Moonlights, but they're all getting nerfed. Most of them are getting nerfed. Like I said, whoever is the best, you're still gonna see them. You're not changing anything. And like I was saying in my previous video, and I wasn't kidding, is that all what they were gonna do when they nerfed the Moonlight heroes, I definitely said this, and this is before I knew that they were gonna put the Moonlight heroes in the regular summon, is that it's just gonna increase these. People are just gonna buy these more. I don't know the math between this and what comes out more, like how you come out more ahead, because this is like 3 of these and then you have 3, 3, 3, right? But then this one is 10 and then 10 of these. So I don't know like what actually comes up. I feel like this is more money. They're still gonna have packs. There's still gonna be people that are gonna pretty much get the new Moonlight heroes, or they're gonna be able to adjust the way that they're gonna get it. That's not addressed by what they're changing. And I feel like you guys you gotta, this is an issue, because this still doesn't change, like I said, the hunt, the gold issue, the constant equip. Like that's the thing I need to see in this post. The poster would have said, oh, we're gonna make free equipment all the time. That to me is bigger than people complaining that they can't beat a certain comp because they don't have the heroes. They don't have the heroes to beat it, or they just don't feel like investing in other units because they don't feel like they'll work. Whatever. You know, I don't want to get too much into that because I feel like that's, you know, I am not at that level of arena, though I look at it and I can say, hey, I think that if people build XYZ units, they could probably beat Ruel and Armin and this, but I'm not at that level, so it's really hard for me to say that. But I do look at some of the kits of these characters, and I do think that you could probably do better than what you think you can do. Just saying, there's probably really good comps and counters to a lot of heroes, but people don't want to build that. They want to build the same thing that they see instead of making alternatives to it. People are building Lilibet because it's in plain sight that she counters revives, right? So she's countering a Vildred, and then they made you kind of summon for her. Now they're probably just gonna nerf a Vildred after they just buffed him. You know, that's weird, you know, like, or they're gonna keep him the same way, but then I don't know, it just seems really strange. Because okay, you got a Vildred, people probably like, yes, I got my a Vildred now, and now they're gonna nerf him and normalize him to probably like what Kayron is, which is, you know, Kayron doesn't get his passive not immortality, but his revive back that quickly. He doesn't have an ult that resets every time he gets a kill. He doesn't have like a focus bar, you know, like he doesn't have any of that stuff. He's pretty good with his S1 spam, but it's not the same. Clearly not the same. And same thing with some of these other characters. If they nerf Fallen CC, like, and I've seen in comments and I've seen in Reddits, there's people like myself. I have my one true love. I got martial artist Ken finally, right? And don't look at these runes, because I was just testing out how much damage his S2 will do if he auto crits. Since he auto crits, you could just build crit damage. Just don't worry about that, all right? I was just testing some stuff out. Give me a break. But it was really interesting to see, like, okay, I finally got this character. I didn't spend a dime. And there are some people that could have luckily got some other stuff. I have some pretty good, like, I have some pretty decent, like, I would say meta or like characters that people like as far as the dark and light ones. Like Celestial Mercedes is pretty good. Phyllis is pretty good. C Dominal definitely pretty good. They just buffed Karen, and like if she gets nerfed again, that sucks, you know, just because she's relatively good. Crescent Moon Rin is like one of my favorite characters. She's so good, and I would suck again if she just gets randomly brought down to, you know, a crappy level just because of the complaints, and I didn't spend a dime. I'm free to play, you know. But it's funny to see this, that the whales or the people that are spending so much money in the game are affecting the free-to-play aspects of the game. And now for the overall gameplay loop, we're not getting changes because they need to come back and nerf this character and nerf this character because they're too strong, which is nothing that the players did. This was by the company. The company did this. They made these characters strong and made it purchasable. Imagine if they nerf Watcher Shuri, because, you know, we got to stop this ability to snipe. There's no non-Moonlight character that can snipe like this. We gotta tone it down. Blaze Dingo, like, he might be great today. He might even get a buff when they do all this stuff. Same thing with Shuri. They might get a buff. We all know you're not getting a buff. But they're gonna nerf and balance characters on a regular basis. So now Blaze Dingo is a god, and then the next week or two he's not a god, and then you're just switching your runes around, and we don't have free rune unequip. Just saying, gear unequip, sorry, whatever. It's kind of what a lot of these fighting games and esports do. They keep changing the game so it seems fresh, and it's like, oh man, this so much changes, but after a while, just in my opinion, just becomes annoying. You can't build up one character and know that they're going to be good and just kind of sit there, but the gameplay loop doesn't actually support that actual function of them changing characters all willy-nilly. Like, I feel bad for people that invested into ML Ball, whether they financially did or, you know, or just got the character off of a few summons, and then now they're gonna just change that entire character because the game made it good. They made a good character. You know, they could have nerfed him a little bit or whatever, but now they're gonna make it to the point where he might be completely unusable, and that sucks. because your money invested can't change that. They can't, even if you get a new character, like you change your, I invested, look at this, he's already 6-star. I haven't even used my extra Molagores yet, but I'll probably have him plus 15 by the time I do that, or very close to it. I do all that, and then they just say, oh, well, you know what, Moonlight Ken was too strong, so we're gonna take it out that now he doesn't have the 30% counterattack. He also doesn't auto counter when he's crit. Now he just has like a decent chance to counter in general, like 50%, and this, he only has the defense break, he doesn't get the attack up. You know, like, and then my character is just destroyed, and this is just the one that I happen to get. I could have got any of them, you know what I mean? Like, that's to me, that's just kind of annoying. It makes it when you make frequent changes to characters, it actually, to me, is not a good thing. It just makes it seem like a waste of time to invest into characters. It's a waste. What is the purpose of me investing into Ken if he's gonna get nerfed? What is the purpose of me investing in R if she's gonna get nerfed? Or CC or any of these Moonlight characters now? Yes, you're gonna get a selector. You're gonna get some of your materials back. You're gonna take your stuff that you had on Aura, on all these other characters, Bal, Armin. You're gonna just put them on another hero. And if that hero is too strong based on complaints, then they're just gonna change that hero. Meanwhile, hey baby, monthly summon pack is here, baby. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't change anything. It literally doesn't. The packs are still the problem when it comes to that issue. The fact that you can buy summons is still the problem. I'm going to say that until the day I die, because this is the same reason why this is an issue, is because you can buy summons. If you can't buy summons, then you would know that the people that have ML units, lucky. They're just lucky. That's all. And what this is buying additional chances at luck. And people don't like it when it's here. They probably don't like it here, but this has been here from the beginning of the game and I haven't heard anything about it. So this is what happens. So this was here. People were buying summons. They were like, okay, you know, let's just throw it in there, throw a little flavor there, let's throw it a little bit there. They added a new way of summoning, so they supported it with packs. Now people don't want the packs in there because so many people bought the packs, and those are the same people that are probably high up in guilds, so those are the same people that probably had a bunch of the medals anyway. That's just how that works, man. This change, it's okay. It's okay, but like I said, if they're gonna keep changing and balancing characters, and there's nothing new in the game that's actually going to allow you to switch with those characters on a regular basis, you're just gonna go into that same money gold flip, because every 2 weeks or 3 weeks or even in a month, you're gonna have to recall your character because the community is complaining, oh my god, XYZ is too strong, he needs to be nerfed. They're gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, and then they're gonna nerf the character. You're gonna get a recall. You're gonna put it on the next most viable unit. You're gonna give them the Molagores. You're gonna give them the Awakenings. You're gonna give them all that stuff, right? Then that character gets nerfed, and you're just gonna be doing this every month. And then, you know, people are just gonna be like, wow, look, there's so many changes. God, this game has so many changes and updates. They keep updating the game. It's so fresh. No, it's not. It's just, they just keep doing the same thing over and over again because that's what those people are doing. They're spending money to be the best. They want to be the best that no one ever was, and that's exactly what they're going to keep doing. And no matter what the game changes as far as balance, which is to me not the problem in the game, the balance is whatever. People still beat those comps. They just don't want to fight the comps. It's so stupid. Like, they can still beat those comps. They just don't want to fight them. They know they can beat them. They have a plethora of options. They just don't want to make comps to fight them. That was the issue with the Moonlight. Could you beat C. Armin and all of them? Yeah, but it's like, the fight takes too long. I don't want to fight this. The fight should be like 1 minute. You know, they don't want to fight those comps. That's the problem. They want to fight something slightly easier. And guess what? Now you're going to get it. Everyone's going to get that, and you're going to realize that the actual game didn't change. There's no crafting changes. There's no hunt changes. There's no gold changes. There's changes to, I like that everyone's gonna have the same characters. Now there's absolutely no reason. There's no reason to summon for Charlotte. Like, you can't even have the fun of that now. You might as well just save. Why summon for Charlotte if you know that they're gonna implement guaranteed? Even if you like Charlotte, just wait until she's on a guaranteed banner. Every 2 or 3 weeks, they're gonna keep rotating the banners. So you're gonna have to have at least, what is it, 120 summons. We'll have to see how their ecosystem is, because they haven't said anything about that. Even if they make limited banners, you're not gonna be able to probably summon on each one, which, same thing in Knights Chronicles. It's not like I'm saying that Knights Chronicles has it better, but they're, you know, people are gonna want that. They're gonna, that's the complaint. That's gonna be the next complaint. Nice Chronicle has the same complaint. Hey, you guys keep dropping limited banners. I can't keep up. I want to get all these characters, but I can't. So they're gonna have the same complaint. We'll see. We'll definitely get to see. I'm sorry for rambling on too much. I definitely am. I like this game. I really do. But they need to actually fix what makes it boring and monotonous and annoying to play. I think more people would have fun fighting against Moonlight characters if they had more options to test against them, but they don't. They have few units and that's their only options, so they get upset when they have to use those only options and it's not good enough. When you have to fight a Vildred, you didn't get Lilibet, and even if you did get her, you didn't have the gear for it, and then you try to fight it with your current cast of crew and it just doesn't work out, and it's like, damn, I really wish I had that thing I saw in that YouTube video. Whatever, man. Anyway, just remember, every day is your lucky day at the Kashino, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.